Hello my friends, welcome again, another episode of the Couch Seminar. This time I had a request for an Easter dish that we usually do nowadays, and this is the Magiritsa, the soup with the offal, the lamb offal, lemon, lettuce, spring onions and the rest. Now, there's one little trick there. My friend is vegetarian. Now, 15 years ago, when I had my little cooking seminar school in Athens, I had a lot of people that they were vegetarian and also they didn't like the offal. One of them, it was my mother. So I started making it first with chicken and chicken livers instead of the lamb offal. And then for my vegetarian friends, I started replacing the meat with what is closest to the meat taste or to the meat texture, and this is mushrooms. And this is exactly what we're going to do today. A Magiritsa, a vegetarian Magiritsa made with mushrooms. So, for that, let's go and call my friend Yusuf and my friend Rena in Munich, in Germany. Good afternoon, Yusuf.
Good morning, Tony. How are you?
Yeah, that's right. You know, we have about 5-6 hours, I think, between us. How are you doing? It looks like a wonderful day over there.
It's a lovely sunny day, and I think I should say to you, Kala Anastasi.
Oh, ευχαριστώ πολύ. Καλό Πάσχα επίσης. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, now listen. After the request that I had from Rena for something vegetarian, because you apparently guys turned vegetarian. So we're going to do an Easter dish, the traditional Magiritsa that we have in Greece. Instead of the offal of the lamb, we're going to use mushrooms, which is the closest substitute to the meat.
Oh, wow.
So it is, we do, the method is exactly the same. The only difference is that we're going to use only mushrooms instead of meat and, the offal of the lamb. We've
been watching some videos on YouTube where the guys have gone to Greece and ate that, and it looks very delicious. But it's, as you say, it is all the offal of the lamb and so on, and probably very tasty. But
it is very delicious. It is very delicious for the ones that know about it, okay? Because it is delicious also for the people that don't know what is inside.
okay.
But the minute you find out what is inside, I think many people don't want to try it. I mean, even my mother was like that, That's why I came up with this. Not I came up, I'm sure many people do it, but about 15 years ago I started doing this soup with the mushrooms because my mother doesn't like the offal, so we had to have something that didn't have, the liver and the heart and the lungs and everything inside. Anyway, the ingredients are very easy, and all we're going to need is your cutting board and one pot.
I have a cutting board, I have a very sharp knife, and hopefully a pot that's big enough.
Okay, so shall we go and see the ingredients and see if you got everything that we asked for?
I got your recipe, and I hopefully got everything you need, but please tell me if you need any additional.
Okay, let's go. Now, we asked for mushrooms. 3 different kind of mushrooms is nice because it gives different flavors as well. So, you have your mushrooms.
We have 3 types, as you say. I'm not sure the full name, but the brown ones here, white ones, and these...
the oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms, yes, thank you.
So, we have scallions.
We have spring onions in English, not scallions. American.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry, I'm using American terms. We have the lettuce.
We have some Roman lettuce here, small and large, so hopefully that's enough for you.
Very good. Fresh dill.
We have fresh dill as well, very nicely.
Very nice. Okay, we've got eggs.
We have plenty of eggs here.
And we have lemons.
And we have more than 3 lemons, yes.
And a little bit of oil for the mushroom, to saute the mushroom.
We have olive oil, salt, pepper, and any garlic or anything else you might need.
No, that's it, as plain as that.
Wow, okay.
Yusuf, next step now, we're going to start doing all the preparation. the first thing you're going to do is dice the mushrooms, the white and the brown mushrooms, and shred like chicken the oyster mushrooms.
Okay. And do I chop the stem off the oyster mushroom so it's, or is it one blunt?
The oyster mushrooms, you're only going to chop a little bit at the end, which is hard.
Okay.
The rest you're going to leave on, and you're going to shred it together with the rest of the mushroom.
Okay. After this, can I get a job in your restaurant?
Very nice.
So I shred them like this, I pull them apart like that, yes?
Excellent. So very good. Now put the mushrooms on the side, and let's go for the spring onions.
How thick? 1 centimeter or how long?
No. About 3 to 4 millimeters.
Oh, very thin, okay.
You can take a few at a time, 2 or 3 at a time.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I just cut off the very ends of the green because they're a bit browny, but and then we can start chopping.
Very good.
I always chop it from the other end actually, so tell us a tip as to why I should chop it from the green side.
Yeah, that's why I said, you leave the roots, because it's easier to hold the onion when it comes to the end.
Do you know why they're called spring onions?
Why they call them spring onions?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know either, I'm just asking. As you might.
Maybe because they're fresh like the spring.
Possibly. Okay, I'm getting to the end now, so I'll just hold the root and cut it to the end then.
Very nice, yes. That's it, we're all ready for the onions. Now let's go for the lettuce. Yes, 2 heads will be enough. Now what you do, you hold the root on your right hand side, and then with a knife you slice them lengthwise, once and twice. In other words, you do a cross, cut them, and then you turn them, and then you slice them. You slice them through to about 1 centimeter thick.
Lucky this isn't going to make my eyes water, huh?
Yeah, no, this is not going to make your eyes water like that. Yes.
All the way to the end, or how far?
Right down to the end when you can actually eat it. You're not going to eat the root. All right. So this is ready, and now the other one as well. Actually, beautiful vegetables, eh?
It's a bio as well, which is even better. So it's
Yeah, I can hear, crispy, nice. They look so healthy.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay. Very good.
When I scream, I cut my finger.
That's nice. This is the easy part. Very good. So now the only thing we have left is the fresh dill. But the fresh dill, I don't want you to do anything yet. We're going to do it right at the end when the soup is almost ready. And then we're going to put it in nice and fresh and green. I don't want it to change any colors. So now that you have everything chopped and ready, we're going to go to the cooking side. We're going to start cooking. Yep, you have your pot on to medium high. Once your pot gets hot, you're going to put a little bit of oil to cover the bottom of the pot. In other words, about not more than 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of oil. And then once you do this and the pot is hot and the oil is hot, you're going to throw in the mushrooms, and you're going to start saute the mushrooms with, you're going to turn them around with a wooden spoon or a spatula, a silicone spatula, and cook the mushrooms. Now, the pot must be hot when you throw in the mushrooms, because if it is not hot, the mushrooms they're going to boil instead of caramelizing.
All together or just one by bit?
Yes, all of them together. Very good. Okay. So give it a turn and stop, let them cook, and then every now and then you do the same thing to turn them around, but you let them cook now.
How long exactly?
This is going to take about 4 to 5 minutes. Yes. Okay, now, very good. Now let's do this. They have taken a little bit of a nice color. They have a little bit of liquid still inside the pot, which is great because this is the taste of the mushroom. We need that. What I want you to do now is salt it now a little bit. Don't wait until the end. Just salt, a little bit of salt inside.
What salt do you want? Sea salt or normal salt?
Sea salt, just the sea salt. All the salts are sea salts. A little bit more, yes, don't be stingy. All right. Okay, now you're going to add the spring onions.
Okay, all of them.
All of them. Okay, now these ones you don't need to saute too much, just a little bit together with the mushrooms. And now you're going to put in there about 2 liters of water.
I have a jug, it's 1 liter.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Very good. And another one.
What temperature should I have it at? High or low now?
No, it's still on high. We needed to bring it to a boil. Okay, now that you put the water in, you put in the lettuce as well.
Okay.
That's it, all of them.
Okay.
All right, now, what we're going to do, bring it to a boil, and the minute it comes to a boil, you drop the temperature to half. Okay, but then when it comes to a boil and you drop the temperature to half, you're going to take the lid off. You're not going to you're not going to leave it like that. You're going to open the lid and you're going to let it simmer nicely for about 20 minutes to half an hour. So when this happens, we have time for coffee.
Tony, it's now boiling, so I'm going to take the lid off, okay?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, take the lid off. Very good. Drop the temperature to medium.
And now it's simmering there
And now it's simmering, and now we're going to simmer for about 20 minutes. Okay, now what we're trying to do is get the lettuce to cook, because this is the hardest part to cook in the soup, is the lettuce. So in 20 minutes you taste the lettuce. If they're nice and soft, then we're ready to finish off the soup. Okay, while we're waiting for the soup to finish, let's cut the dill. Let's chop the dill. Now what I want you to do is take the spikes, the leaves of the stalks, and just chop them roughly. You don't have to chop them very fine. And we need about a handful of them.
Is that enough?
Yep. It's good. And we're going to put it in the soup right at the end, not before, so it stays nice and fresh and green. Okay, now we have the fresh dill ready, and now let's go for the lemon juice. Now, what I want you to do is take the lemon juice of 2 lemons and put them in the bowl, because we're going to use to temper the soup and to, that's it, with the eggs and everything. So we need the juice of 2 lemons first. Of course, when it comes to acidity of the soup, lemon, salt and everything, it's always according to taste. Okay, Yusuf, so now we're going to separate the eggs. We need 2 egg yolks. What you're going to do is you're going to throw the egg yolks inside the lemon juice. Now, the minute you put the egg yolks inside the lemon juice, you start whisking, because don't forget the lemon juice is going to start cooking the eggs. So let's do this. Separate the eggs.
I'm not very good at doing it, but let's try it.
Okay, it's easy. There you go.
Okay, that's one.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So what's your problem?
Sorry. Spoke too soon.
Okay, 1 in, 1 done.
One more.
1 more. Very good. I mustn't talk. Okay, excellent. So now, let's go now. You put the egg yolks inside the lemon juice and start whisking.
Immediately, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Question I always have is, how do you whisk? Is it up and down, or circles, or 8s, or how do you do it?
Sideways, a circle, whatever it suits you.
How much do I whisk it? Do I get lots of air, or?
You just need, to see that the lemon juice and the egg is incorporated, all together. You have your soup ladle. Now you take a little bit of the liquid inside the eggs with the lemon, and then straight away you whisk.
Okay.
Yeah, and whisk. We don't want to cook the eggs. We just want to bring the eggs to be the same temperature with the soup.
Okay.
Very good. That's it. Exactly. This is what's called tempering.
Yeah.
Again, that's it. Slowly, slowly.
I'm doing it with my wrong hand, I'm left-handed.
That's okay. Well,
How much do I go, and when do I know when it's ready?
you know when it's ready. Usually you take your hand, and you put the pot in your hand. If it burns you, that means the same temperature with the soup.
Okay. One more, I think, and then we'll try it.
You must remember one thing. When you put the lemon juice inside the soup, you can put as much lemon as you like. You will not taste the lemon unless you add salt.
Ah.
Okay? So if you taste it and you say, oh, it's not lemony enough, I want more acidic, it's not the lemon. If you don't put the salt to enhance the taste of the lemon, you're not going to feel the lemon.
Okay. Interesting. Chemistry, huh?
Yep.
It's getting warm enough now, so I don't know. So now
Yes. Just once more. One more. Okay, that's good. Now, just empty slowly all the egg with the soup inside the bowl, stirring the bowl at the same time. The soup. Yes. Empty and stir. Very good. Excellent. You see, if we had to put the eggs in the soup straight away, we're going to have an omelette.
Yes, true.
This way, the eggs are going to thicken the soup. You will see that if you leave the soup now, and you let it cool down completely, and you warm it up tonight, it will be even better. It will be nice and thick. All right, so that's it. Now, you definitely need salt.
It's very lemony, but no, not salty.
Yeah, okay. Put salt. This soup loves black pepper.
So do we, so it's perfect.
Add your dill.
You can smell the dill already as soon as it hits the water. Nice.
Yeah, now you should start smelling Easter. This is the smell of Easter. This is your soup with a nice warm loaf of bread, crispy bread next to it, and the soup. That's it. It is Happy Easter. Και του χρόνου να είσαι καλά.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ, Τόνι. Καλή Ανάσταση σε όλους μας.
Αμήν. Να είμαστε καλά και του χρόνου.
Και του χρόνου με υγεία. Bye.
Γεια σας. Γεια σας. Bye. That was it. The vegetarian Magiritsa with mushrooms instead of meat. I hope you have enjoyed it. You know what to do. Subscribe. And if you want to be the next to cook with me and to take part in the couch seminar, please send me a message. Let me know what you want to cook. I'll send you the recipe. You collect the ingredients. We'll connect and we'll cook together. Till then, καλό Πάσχα, καλή Ανάσταση σε όλους. Να είμαστε καλά.